In this Star Wars Hunters video, I will be showing you all of the cool Star Wars content it has to offer. We have waited a few years for it to fully release, but it is finally here. Before we do take a look at everything though, make sure you do subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any future Star Wars Hunters videos. In case you aren't aware, Star Wars Hunters is a free-to-play third-person shooter game. It is easy to play and packs a ton of Star Wars stuff into it. They have been working on it for quite some time now, and it has had a soft launch period, rolling out to many different countries, taking feedback from players. I know most of my audience are from the US, UK and Canada, and you have been waiting patiently to play it. Now you can. Star Wars Hunters wanted to sponsor me for this video to tell you all about the game, so thank you to them. As you might know, I cover all Star Wars games that are coming out, and I have been making videos on this game already, so this is a perfect match. Let's get started by taking a look at the core gameplay. So this game merges 4 vs 4 arena combat with Star Wars. There are some fantastic details and lore around the game, and it's even canon. The main part of this game are the Hunters. There are a wide variety of Hunters from a Mandalorian, Jedi, Sith, Jawas, and even an Ugnaught riding a Droideka. You pick which Hunter you want to play as before the start of a match. Each of them vary not just in appearance, but also gameplay. For example, the weaponry could be a lightsaber, or another melee weapon, or blasters. There is also different abilities for each hunter as well, and they even have different roles within the team. For example, some players are better at taking out enemies, whereas others are there to support the team by healing. Honestly, every hunter you can play as in the game are vastly different from each other, which certainly adds replayability to the game because you just have so much at your disposal to check out. There is a lot to explore. Each character actually has a varying number of abilities, some have more, some have less, but everyone will receive an ultimate ability, which charges up over time as you go through the game. You can speed up the process of getting your ultimate by collecting power-ups found across the map. This is also how you can regenerate your health too. You won't regenerate your health without these pickups or a teammate playing as a healer giving you health. So you will have to be careful and look around the map to survive if a teammate isn't around to help you. Here is a quick look at how matches begin in the game. A lobby is found when you have searched for a game. Then all 8 players can pick their hunter in this short countdown, and you'll be playing as that hunter for the entirety of the upcoming match. Then once you enter the arena, there will be another countdown before you are able to go out of the gate and play, and then the full game happens. As this is a third-person shooter, there needs to be a lot of customization, such as great skins for the hunters. The good news is there are many, and it's not just character skins that you can change though. You can unlock and equip new victory poses, weapon skins, emote stickers, and upgrade your abilities. Each hunter will have several layers to upgrade for each of their abilities. Let's now talk about game modes. There are a bunch of game modes that range from standard team deathmatch to Star Wars inspired game modes. Some modes are permanent whilst others are limited timed and rotate in and out. One of them is Huttball from the Old Republic. Even just playing the deathmatch mode is fun to me. I like it because it's only up to 20 points for the win. There is very little time commitment to play this game, honestly. Just a few minutes of a Star Wars shooter when you have some downtime wherever you are is a good idea, and it does work in practice. There's also the standard objective-based game modes that you'd expect for a shooter, but they have their own Star Wars flavour with them. If you find yourself getting really into the game, there is a ranked mode. You can see leaderboards of your division and who the best hunters are in the world. I love the names of the ranks too. It starts at Bronzium, goes to Chromium, Orodium, Beskar, and then Kyber as the top division. Rank promotions also give you rewards, so there's more to just bragging rights as an incentive to grind ranked play. The rewards each season are typically 1 legendary costume, a weapon wrap, 1 epic costume, a weapon wrap set, 5 ranked limited edition avatars, 1 for each league, and then additional currency and Hunter Fame rewards. The maps of the game are really interesting. So the game is set on a planet called Vespara, a new planet created for this game. And each map is a stadium. and they are designed to look like iconic locations such as the Death Star, Tatooine, Endor, and more. All of them look decent, but for me, the one I love the most is the Death Star map. It has incredible lighting, and for a mobile game, it's just stunning. As I mentioned earlier, the matches don't last long, so it's perfect for a bit of mobile fun, and the maps do play into that. Most of the maps are on the smaller side of what you'd expect from a shooter, which is fine in my opinion, given that it is 4 versus 4. You don't spend much time wandering around looking for people. Engagement and action is at a good rate. The maps do vary in size though, they're all not entirely as small as each other. For example, the Vandor map is a little bit bigger than the Death Star one. For the most part, they are equally fun to play on though. As this is a multiplayer mobile game, there is a live service. You can find seasonal battle passes full of skins and other cosmetics, weekly events, daily login rewards, quests, and limited time game modes. There is also a shop that sells skins and other cosmetics for your hunters, and you'll find some really awesome skins both in the Battle Pass and the shop. Also, just through playing the game, each hunter has basically sort of a mini Battle Pass, I would say, where when you level up your hunter, you'll receive cosmetics for each level, which is pretty cool. Some of the best skins created for this game are inspired by other Star Wars games, films, shows, and more. These skins are purely cosmetic and don't feature any gameplay changing values. In terms of performance, I've been playing it on my S23 Ultra at max settings and 60 frames per second, and it's doing just fine. It's not a bad looking mobile game, that's for sure. There is only a 30 and 60 frames per second toggle, so no high frame rate option here, unfortunately. There are other graphics settings on Android at least, such as visual quality from low to ultra, rendering resolution, and anti-aliasing. I know the art style might not be for everyone, but I would still give it a go just in case you enjoy the gameplay. I also only play this game with a controller. It actually plays really well with a controller on mobile, and it's definitely the preferred way to play. You'll definitely be better at it, I would say. This makes sense given that it has been developed for the Nintendo Switch as well, so if you are playing on the Nintendo Switch, you are going to feel right at home. Any main Bluetooth controller should work with modern phones, and this game is definitely worth a try with a pad if you haven't already. It just works. You can also play with friends, not just on Switch, but mobile too. You can add them by their username, see when they were last online, invite them to play, and more. This is quite helpful for ranked play. Now you have seen an overview of what Star Wars Hunters is and what it features. You can download it right now on the Nintendo Switch, iOS, and Android devices using the link below in the description or the QR code on screen to help support me. Season 1 has just begun with the launch of the game, so be sure to jump in and earn some awesome Star Wars cosmetics. I'd love to hear your thoughts on anything I've talked about in this video, and if you'll be downloading Star Wars Hunters. If you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like to help support the channel, subscribe so you don't miss any future Star Wars Hunters videos, and if you missed any of my previous videos, click on the playlist on screen right now, and I shall see you in my next video. Goodbye.